Hey everyone, welcome back to Panda Series. In this video, I'm going to discuss about what exactly is our rename function. Very first thing we have to import a library, we have to load data. I have already loaded this sales.csv. It's already available in a description. You can just take the data. So first, let me load our data. Once I load, I'll explain like what we're gonna do with the rename. So you can clearly see that there are so many columns, right? Sometimes column names are like pretty much big, or like if it's not relevant, in that case you can rename the column name. Let's say here order id, row id, order date, ship date. For all the column names, basically there is a space. Usually when we write a column names or a variable names, there should not be space between the multiple words, right? So that's the reason I'll show you like how you can rename those columns easily in a pandas so that it looks better. Okay. Yeah. So rename is a function which is used to rename a columns or maybe the row labels in our data frame. It doesn't mean that you can rename only the column names. You can also rename the row names as well. But usually we don't touch the rows. But still, I'll show you like how you can rename it. Okay. All right. First, let me show you how you can rename a single column. First, let me see what are the columns available in our data. Okay, great. So I'll show you how you can rename. Order ID column has to be replaced with rename order ID as order underscore ID. Okay. So first let me show it for one single column and then we'll do it for a multiple column. Simple. You have to call your data dot rename. Okay. And since you are renaming our columns, you have to mention columns is equal to data. You will call your data dot rename and you should tell like what you are renaming. I'm renaming columns, right? So columns is equal to use a curly brace because we use a dictionary in order to specify the old name and a new name that we are giving. So basically I have to rename both order ID. This has to be replaced with a new name which is going to be order underscore ID, everything in a lowercase. Done. So let me run this. Can you see the order ID got replaced? So now the question is it a temporary change or a permanent change? Is it a temporary change or a permanent change? Let me print data.columns and let me show you whether it has changed in our original data or not. So actually no. So when we run this code, it was showing the changes, but whatever changes you do, by default, it's going to be temporary. It displays the changes only when you run the code. Now, what if you want to do the changes in your original data frame? In order to make it a permanent change, you just need to introduce in place is equal to true. Okay, so in place equals true basically makes the changes permanent. In place equals true makes changes permanent in your original data. It makes changes permanent in your original data. Okay, now I'll just use in place equals to same code, just add comma in place equals to. I'll run the code. Whenever you use in place equals true, it will not give you the result, but it will do changes in your original data. How to check that? Just print data.columns. Now you can see the changes. Order ID has been changed with a new name that we gave. This is how you rename a single column. Now let me show you how you can rename multiple columns. Let's see, my question is, you just need to rename. Okay, you have to rename customer name. It's a bit bigger, right? Let's rename it as a very small name, customer name, something like this. And also one more. Yeah, subcategory. Let's convert into a lowercase and we'll use an underscore instead of hyphen. Okay. So now I'll show you how you can rename multiple columns. We'll do a permanent change and like what you have to do. Right? Simple. Call your data dot rename open bracket, use curly braces. So you have to rename our two columns, right? When it's a two columns, you just need to write two key value pair. So first key value pair is going to be our customer name. C and N should be capital. Colon, it has to be replaced with our new name, which is customer underscore name. Second one, comma, it should be sub hyphen Category C is also category. This should be replaced with a new name which is sub underscore category. Done. So now, if I run this, obviously it gives me result, wherein subcategory and also this customer name has been replaced, but oh, actually it has not replaced. You can see data.rename. You know why it has not replaced? I did one small mistake. I'm not referencing, I'm not giving a reference like columns equals. When you don't give reference like columns equals, it will not replace. Be careful. Okay, because your code will not understand where should I make changes. So it's important to give columns equals. So customer name got changed to new name and subcategory also got changed to new subcategory name. But it's a temporary change, right? How do you know it's a temporary name? Temporary changes. You can print data and you can see. Other way around to understand is if it is displaying the result, that means it's a temporary. If you want to make it a permanent, just use in place equals true. So in place equals true, and if you run, it gives you nothing. If it's not giving anything, that means you have successfully transformed or you have successfully renamed those two columns. I hope it's clear. You can see your customer name and also subcategory. So similarly, what if you want to rename the rows? Let's say you want to rename the first row. Usually, if I print data, all the row names will be indexes, right? Like 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's say you want to change first row name as a 101. Okay, rename the first row as 101. Usually we don't do it. I know you'll be very curious to know about our rows as well, so I'm showing. But let's do the temporary changes because permanent doesn't make sense. It should be an index. It should always start with a 0, 1, 2, 3 only. Okay, but still I'll show how you can replace. Very simple. Call your data dot rename. Whenever you are doing any changes related to our rows, you're not supposed to write columns equals. Just use a dictionary and write 101. Sorry, or your index is 0. It's a number, colon. I have to replace it with a 1. Done. See, instead of 0, index got changed to 101. If you want to make it a permanent, just include in place is equal to 2. But this is not really important because who will care about replacing row numbers, right? It will always be in a proper format itself. Still, if you want to rename a multiple rows, also rename first row as 101, second row as 102, third row as 103. Simple. Call your data dot rename. Use your curly braces and just start writing. First row index is 0, it should be 101. Second row index is 1, it should be 102. Third row index is 2, which is going to be 103. Done. See, if you run instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, you'll be able to see 101, 102, 103. So usually we don't do renaming of a rows. Most of the time we do renaming a column when column names are like very big or if it's not relevant. Or to change such things, usually we use a concept called as a rename. Always remember two important things. Rename is applied on entire data. And we turn, if it's a columns, we say columns equals a dictionary key value pair. And to make it a permanent change, we just use in place equals to. And for rows, we don't specify columns equals because by default it will understand that okay, I have to do changes related to a what with respect to a row. There is one more thing. What if you don't want to give those columns? Like, how can I rename without giving a columns? Okay, I'll show you one more approach. Let's say, for example, let me take one of the column. We have an order date, right? I'll show you one more approach, interesting approach. I'll just use data.rename. Okay, what if I need to replace order date? Okay, order date with a new name, which is going to be order date, which is going to be order date, something like this. Usually, if we do like this, we don't see the changes, right? It's not changing unless and until we give a columns equals, it will not do changes. Without giving columns, still if you want to rename a column, there is another option. You just need to mention axis is equal to 1. If you say axis equals 1, that represents a columns. Okay, axis equals 1 will represent a column, axis equals 0 will represent a rows. Now see, you will see the changes. Look, so there are two different ways. One, you can give directly columns equal, or else you can just use axis equals one. Axis equals one represents columns. So that means we are telling our code to do transformations or to do renaming kind of thing at the columns. So it will try to search for order date in a column section. So this is an interesting thing about rename. I hope everything is clear. Thank you. Happy learning.